Good luck trying to keep a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old engaged in phonics or math for 4 hours at a time.
Apogee is a school that I think is doing amazing things. Talk about that for a second.
So first of all, I got to give all the credit to my wife because she runs it. But a couple of years ago, like I said, we're back and forth to LA and Las Vegas a lot, and just looking at the public school system in LA and the public school system in Las Vegas, it neither was an option. It wasn't going to happen. So we tried a private school, which they definitely serve their place in the community environment. But what we found is, my daughter in preschool, kindergarten, and my son in first grade, a lot of private schools, their notoriety and their credentials come from you're on the Ivy League track, right? You're
Yeah.
going to be paying $20,000 a year, or in LA, some private schools are $30,000 a year.
Mhm.
It's really like a peacocking device for the parents where it's like, my kid reads 2 grade levels ahead and we're on the Harvard track by third grade. That didn't work for my son. My son likes playing with his hands. He does not want to sit at a desk for 8 hours a day and be 2 grade levels ahead on reading. He's probably like a grade level behind on reading, and we don't really care because he'll figure it out, right? He's bilingual. He's really big for his age, so he's pretty athletic. He's great with his hands. He's a kind kid. I don't care if he's 6 months behind on math. Basically, this way of learning where one, you believe in mastery, and two, we believe on like kids should be kids. So our kids at Apogee, they work out 2 or 3 times a day. They never do like curriculum for more than an hour at a time because you've had kids. Good luck trying to keep a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old engaged in phonics or math for 4 hours at a time. It's just a fool's
Not
errand. That
good.
definitely serves its place for a small cross section of kids. But most kids just need to be kids. They
Mhm.
need to do the Montessori method of playing with their hands and touching things and feeling things and interacting with their environment. They can get 90% of the curriculum they need for what my grandmother would have called reading, writing, arithmetic, the three
Mhm.
R's. They can get most of that on an iPad in an hour to 2 hours a day. And then the rest of the time is project-based learning, Socratic learning. So like every morning when they walk in, the guide, they don't even have teachers, the guide asks a guiding question. And then as young as 5 or 6 years old, these kids are having Socratic discussions about like,
Mhm.
how do you feel? What did that make you think about? One of the like proudest moments for me as a father is every time we go to dinner with couples that are in town, either from Front Row Dads or I take my kids to business meetings, they're 6 and 8 years old. Every parent comments on like, oh, your daughter who's 6 talks to me like an adult. Like
Mhm.
she asked me what was the best part of your day, what was the most interesting part of your day, not just because you taught her those are the questions to ask.